Hey geeks, welcome to the Geek XP. My name is Bran, and the Force is with us for our very first review for the newest episode of Star Wars Rebels. The newest episode, going to this new mid-season for Season 2 for Star Wars Rebels, opens up with Kanan and Ezra being with Governor Asadi on Lothal. We open up that they have they try to see if they can get Governor Asadi's assistance, and then Hera says that there's some more assistance coming from Bail Organa and one of his agents and 3 cruisers. Which then introduces us to Leia, who makes her debut in the show. Very, very exciting. I love the way her model looks. In the mid-season trailer, we see both the new Yoda, and we also see an Anakin model, and both of those are sort of wonky, but I really like the way they did Leia's model. So Leia lands on Lothal, and she gets past the blockade, and she's here under the guise of delivering relief supplies to the people of Lothal. In reality, she's planning on letting her transports be stolen by the rebellion so that they can use the supplies and her cruisers. What I really like about this episode is 2 big things. One, I love the way they decided to show Leia. Very often, shows and movies can fall into the same trope of having to make a female character seem stronger, have her kick butt physically, which is fine, but it's not the only way characters can show strength. Leia, being a princess and being a politician, she knows how to carry herself in a way that she commands respect from people who may not expect to be giving it to her, which is very interesting because she's the same age as Ezra, but goes about things in a very different way. When Leia lands on Lothal, she's greeted by Lieutenant List, who comes up, and by the way, I like that they're adding some more unique character models for the Imperial officers as well as some new voices, instead of just Stephen Bloom and a faceless Imperial officer doing everything. I like that. So List comes in and he's like, well, I've heard that you've had some trouble losing your transports to the rebels, so here's some gravity locks and 2 AT-AT walkers. So that sort of throws a monkey wrench into Leia's plans, but she manages to get away by commanding him to take, she commands him, basically like, oh, I'm gonna need your shuttle then to do my work. And the way she goes about this whole episode, from the beginning to end, and the way because her big thing is that she can't openly assist the rebellion lest the Empire turns its target sights towards Alderaan and, blows it up or something. So she very much has to make it appear that she is being attacked by the rebels and that she's not supporting them. And part of that is the way she's just like, well, this is what's happening, guys. Stormtroopers, you need to help. And Lieutenant List, you're screwing up. You better do better. And it very much is reminiscent of how she appears at the beginning of Episode 4. In Episode 4, when Darth Vader boards her ship, and she comes up to you, she's like, I'm on a diplomatic mission for the people of Alderaan for the Imperial Senate. And Darth Vader's just like, nope, I'm not having that. But the way she does that is very reminiscent of this, in that in Episode 4, that's not her first rodeo, where she sort of gets caught in a sticky situation helping the Rebel Alliance. And she just sort of talks her way out of it. So I like that they did that it's consistent, but she also wasn't afraid to pick up a blaster. She gets into the fight, she's sort of clumsy with it, but still manages to hit the stormtroopers who can't hit anything in true stormtrooper fashion. But I do really like how they're keeping those themes of the characters intact, and that Leia has been doing this game for a while. She knows how to get herself in and out of these tricky situations, sort of using her pull as the adopted daughter of a senator, but also the heir to the royal family of an entire planet. Another thing that I really liked about this episode is near the end, Governor Asadi and Leia both see Kanan whip out his lightsaber and uses it to take down one of the walkers. And this, and plus the effect that Ezra and his parents had on inspiring the rebellion, inspires Governor Asadi to continue to assist the rebels, where before he was like, nope, I'm going to go into hiding, guys, get me off world, I want nothing to do with this. And I think it's important to show the effect, not only of Ezra's parents and Ezra himself, but the effect that seeing a Jedi in the ranks of the Rebel Alliance does for morale, and the effect that they have on people as like beacons and pillars of hope, as they sort of represent the Republic that was lost. Because in the beginning of the show, Kanan was very much not wanting to reveal himself as a Jedi, because it obviously paints a target on his back. but we're now more and more seeing the characters using their lightsabers in the open, using the Force, and I think the benefit of this is going to be similar to what happens to Asadi in this episode, is that it's going to inspire people and rally them to the Rebel Alliance, so that like we have Jedi on our side. And so I think that's an important thing that I really liked in this episode. Chopper was hilarious, trying to get the gravity locks undone. And it was really funny when Zeb knocked out Kanan and Ezra to make it look like they were getting captured. And I laughed when they're like, they're taking prisoners, like they're doing that now? So the Stormtroopers, you know, it was a great episode. I'm excited to see where the rest of this season goes. Super excited to see Darth Maul as the Old Master. If you guys haven't figured it out, I realized it when I recognized Sam Witwer's voice in the mid-season trailer. When he said, "Call me Old Master," I was like, that's Sam Witwer. And then I went back and I was like, well, those are the eyes. And then if you look really closely, they definitely intentionally hid it with excessive shadow on the face. But you can see Darth Maul's Sith tattoos all over his face bits. So I'm really excited to see what happens, because we know that he didn't die in Clone Wars and that he escaped and gets like held prisoner by Sidious and some such. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to do more show reviews, especially for shows like Rebels and maybe Gravity Falls when that comes back. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this. You guys have been awarded some Geek XP, and I'll see you all next time. May the Force be with you.